All right, good afternoon, late afternoon, early evening, in fact. Let's get this introduced here. Just gonna be turning in the frequency so that we can kind of calibrate to this frequency of 528 hertz early on here. I'm gonna kind of manage the soundscape so it comes up and matches a bit closer to my voice. I find that it's a little bit easier for myself when I listen back, so hopefully for you as well, that when the music matches more closely with my voice, it can take a little bit better resonance within. With solfeggio tones, which of course this is, it is important always to kind of not overdo the soundscape, not to you don't need to fully go super loud, basically. So we're going to go over some basics about the Solar Plexus Chakra, commonly known as Manipura in Sanskrit, but this is an inner lotus music presentation. It is available online. Again, I'll link it in the LSMR meditations. At the end of this, you're welcome to link on if you want to continue your own self-sit meditation with this frequency, or subscribe yourself for longer introductions. And essentially, to showcase a little bit more about this frequency and what it brings to us for our intentions, is that Manipura, which is the Solar Plexus Chakra, means city of jewels or seat of gems. So the city of jewels, this place, this magnificent place, kind of like our first paradigm of becoming an actual person. On the way up, that is. Not way from down that we've been working from in this series, but from where we're going to be getting rooted again. So at this level, translated as navel, Manipura, is at our belly. When it is balanced, you'll notice that you're a lot more assertive, that you'll exert your will in a way that leads to expected results somewhat effortlessly, and you'll usually have more harmonious relationships with your surroundings. There are imbalances. They can manifest as excessive control and authority over your environment and people. So this is a place where in those moments, if there is any deficiency or blockages here at the solar plexus, emotionally you might be feeling hopeless or irresponsible, obsessed with small details, OCD a bit. You might be manipulative, misusing your power. You might lack direction, ambition, or you may just be overanalyzing, making plans, and having a lot of ideas without finding any efficient way to realize them. So that overanalytical mind might be active. So here below, let's just briefly go over some elements of this chakra. The upper part of the belly, mostly in the diaphragm. It's the third chakra of the 7. Its color is yellow. Sometimes higher frequencies of this chakra can turn golden yellow. So if you find yourself finding any color escapes at all in your closed self-sit meditation, just know that it doesn't have to be yellow, but that tends to be the frequency here because, well, its element is fire. And as you know, like we just did the anahata is air. And what gives way to fire, to build with fire, bigger than it usually is? Air, wind. Blow into a fire, it doesn't necessarily blow it out, it makes it bigger, right? Especially if those winds are flailing about. So that's where kind of this relationship between our heart with all that air, that breath, and our a diaphragm, our core and stomach area, might need some balancing here between these two chakras. There is a 10-petaled lotus that's inscripted with a downward pointing triangle as its main, as its symbolism, I guess. Sorry, Kiwi's back in here. Kiwi, go lay down. And the main meanings associated with the third chakra are will, personal power, taking responsibility, mental abilities, intellect, personal opinions, ooh, that's a big one, and beliefs, making decisions, setting direction, clarity, judgments, personal identity, ooh, big one, personal identity, personality, ooh, those are massive, right? They flail about so evidently all the time. So here we're looking for self-discipline and maybe a bit of independence. Furthermore, I'll just go a little bit further, that when the solar plexus is open and the energy in the center is balanced, these functions naturally find a clear and effortless outlet. However, in case the flow of energy is disturbed, whether because the Manipura chakra is overactive or blocked, symptoms may range from energetic and emotional to physical. So let's just take note of some of this information as we put this down, move back into the space of meditation, and make an opportunity for us to balance this with the right intention, to create something of a positive transformation in our lives, representing what that personal power is, where our personality traits might be flailing about and causing havoc in our lives, where we might come back and really breathe into our diaphragm with intentions, escape any of that mental chaos that might be causing some disillusionment, and begin to focus on the element of fire, the color yellow, some regeneration. They don't have to keep all of the same personality traits as they have become inherent in my makeup because of conditions and places that I've been before, so that hopefully we can begin to move toward a place of relaxation and acceptance, that our power center and our diaphragm can begin to serve us on the grounds of usefulness, on the grounds of giving, on the grounds of doing our best, and allow those emotions to serve other people in a positive way. We can transform that emotion into something positive in the form of something recreational and action. The way that we show up in the world, the way that we show up for other people, in turn, usually is the way that they show up for us. And that karma has an actual representation, an actual experience in this world. As we sink into a little bit of our meditation to start, let's begin to take note of the space that we're in. We can close our eyes as we wish, sit back, and allow ourselves to fall away from any distant thoughts that might be plaguing us, that we're still carrying from our day. We might just be okay right here where we're at. That we might understand that our personality is not who we're intended to be necessarily. For right now, all we need to do is be present to this moment, to this space, to this time. To try and allow this frequency to build within us a better response to life, a better response to our fellows in matters of work and play. And let's please take a moment to take one deep breath. Let's get started. Release that deep breath, followed by another deep breath. Breathing from your diaphragm intentionally. And you can draw that air into the lower, just below your heart. Really feel your lungs fill, but most especially into your belly. Allow each next breath to find its way deeper and deeper into your belly space. To breathe beyond the chest. To breathe as babies do. And when you take a moment to just go back to normal breath with your mouth closed and your nose breathing through your nostrils. Allow the frequency to show you exactly what it is that you need to become more aware of. As you begin to just focus again on the breath. Find our way to healing, to growth, to new behaviors. Enjoy your meditation. got about 10 minutes. This open space. I sincerely hope that you become conscious of something deep within yourself, a personality trait that may be a bit glaring, a bit out of order. We might be able to carry this lesson into the days to come. So we can become better, more impactful, both emotionally and physically. And as you begin to stir and make any noticeable adjustments to your body, whether it be in your shoulders or your neck, take a moment to take another big deep breath, and in so doing, thank yourself for giving yourself the time to be here, to do something positive for yourself. So you begin to cultivate a new habit, take accountability, begin a transformational process. And become more aware of how I am, who I am in the world. Not just to myself, but to my fellows. Thank you for joining me this early evening, and I wish you all the best in the days to come. We'll look forward to seeing you back then. Have a great rest of your day.